personal. How's everybody doing today?
How you doing?
Good. How can I help you?
Can you give some insight on how you plan to stay ahead of the chains this week, especially on the third and short situation?
Yeah, I think you're alluding to the slow start we had last week. Is that be correct? Yeah, so we didn't get off to the start we wanted to last week. So, we just got to keep working. We showed up with a good attitude on Monday, and we looked at the tape, and everyone took ownership. I got to do a better job getting guys ready. That's the most important thing. And we just got to stick to the process. We have a good process. We trust the process. We trust each other. We're going to keep working through it and, fix the things that we need to fix. And then, we moved on to the next team. So we're getting ready for the next one here.
Getting Christian McCaffrey involved earlier be a focus this week?
Yeah, I mean, every week you want to get your guys the ball, and certainly Christian the ball, and you want to spread it around a little bit. But we have confidence in everyone, and certainly Christian's a big part of that.
Has down and distance play a role in him not being more involved earlier, or just a lot of 3 and outs? I mean, how much was that a factor in not getting him involved?
Yeah, I mean, we played 50 plays or so, and we didn't play a lot of plays, so we got to get more attempts at the plate, and you get more attempts at the plate, you get a lot of people more opportunities. That's a big part of it, and Christian is a unique player, he's a special player. We do have to get the ball in his hands.
Understanding there were not a lot of opportunities, but there was still, you were heavy pass in the first half. Was the idea to kind of save some of those bullets with Christian for the second half?
No, I think you can maybe thinking to that a little too much. That's just the way the game went early. When you're behind the chains a little bit early, sometimes that leads to throwing a little bit too much, and we'll take a look at that moving forward. But I think first game, the biggest thing for me is, when we came out of this thing, man, we came out with a lot of fight and a lot of character. We showed some toughness, and that's the biggest thing, for me moving forward. After about that 22-play, 25-minute mark, we started playing decent football, better football. And it takes a lot of character to do that. We came out, it didn't go the way we wanted early, but we showed a lot of resiliency, and we need to carry that forward.
What was the change then? I mean, do you think that guys settled down? What clicked at that 22-play, 25-minute
Football, man. That's how it goes sometimes, sometimes football goes your way, sometimes it doesn't go your way. But if you you stick together and you keep fighting and show the type of character we did, usually you have a chance to have some success in a ball game. They always don't go your way, but it's a long season. That was one of 17+.
Ben, how did Hickey grade out for you?
I don't have the grades with me, but he was a young player playing his first NFL game against one of the best players in the National Football League, and he went out there and he competed and he battled, and he improved as the game went on, and he went through a rough spot there, kind of in the middle, but then he just kept playing, kept fighting, and he'll take that. And, a guy like Icky will grow and learn from it and travel light and move forward and improve from it.
Talking about
New York
Icky
influence your career, and what are your emotions going back there?
Say that one more time.
Your time in New York influenced your career, and what are your emotions going back?
Love New York. Got a lot of great memories there. A lot of great people there in that organization. Love the city. Love North Jersey. But right now it's about getting ready to play a football game. And, for me to spend any time thinking about that would be kind of selfish and not very smart. So, I played them twice last year when I was in Dallas, and it really didn't factor into anything. Playing them again this year. So far there's nothing to it. I try to keep it between the ditches, with my feelings and everything. So just getting ready to play a ball game.
With regard to Icky and pass protection, might we see more 12 personnel this week to help him out with pass protection?
The personnel really doesn't matter much. If you choose to help someone, you can do it in a variety of ways. They have good pass rushers, whether they're healthy or not. They have a couple guys coming back, but they have good pass rushers even with those guys sidelined with injury right now. But we need to go out. There are times we're going to have to block them by ourselves. There are times we can help them, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. But it doesn't matter really what personnel groups on the field. You can help in a variety of different ways.
And what did you learn or take from your New York experience that makes you a better coach now?
Boy, that's a great question. I think probably having an experience is a lot greater than having an opinion. You really get a chance to find out what's important to you. I guess that's something you can write about,
Can you expand on that?
No, I mean, just, you get an opportunity like I had in New York. It's a great opportunity. I had a chance to learn from a lot of great people, and you go in and you apply things that you think you really believe in, then you figure out what you believe in when, it's a baptism by fire situation, your first chance to be a head coach in this league. There's nothing really that prepares you for it. And usually you fall back on the, things you grew up with and how you were raised. And a lot of it maybe from your high school coach. Rick Faust was a hell of a football coach,
Does it feel like Matt is integrating some of the Giants' philosophy here? I mean, there are several of you here that were up there. Are there any similarities in the programs?
That's probably a better question for Matt. I don't want to speak for him. I don't think that'd be fair to him. Yeah. I don't think that would be fair to him for me to answer that. Yep.
I want to ask you about the 3 plays before Eddie's kick. First, as a play caller, where does your mind go when you have a botch snap on first down, as realizing you have 3 plays?
For me, it's the same thing you asked of the players. You're going to play the next play, right? So first down wasn't a good down, right? So second down, we tried to split them, right?
What does that mean?
We tried to split them on a run. Okay, so second down, we tried to split them on a run, get the ball to a pretty good football player, and there was some risk reward, right there with the play, and it didn't go the way we wanted it to go, right? So then you had third down. I felt we were in a good spot, for a lot of different things. So we put the ball in Bake's hand or put the ball in Christian's hand or put the ball in DJ's hand on that call, and I'm going to think of players, not plays, in that situation. And I felt good about the call. Didn't turn out to be, anything spectacular, but it put us in position to, have a successful play on fourth down.
Oh, go ahead.
So you alluded to the third down play, RPO, DJ, or give. Same play, looked like the same play you guys ran earlier in the series. What's the difference for the quarterback when you have off coverage and you throw that compared to press man, which is what it looked like you guys had?
Yeah, I mean, the receiver's route's a little bit different, but the read's the same.
Would that make a quarterback less inclined to throw it because it just might be more murky in press man compared to the off?
The route's a little bit different, but the read's the same. Yeah.
Was that a pre-snap read for him, Ben?
Boy, you guys are asking me stuff I don't want to answer. There's a little bit of pre-snap in there, but there's also a little bit of post-snap in there. That's stuff that Baker's done throughout his career, and I don't want to be hanging my my playbook out there in the public. But I appreciate the question.
Speaking of Baker, what did you like from him this past Sunday, and then how do you take that momentum that we saw in the second half and harness that and carry that into this week?
Yeah, we just got to, Baker's a guy. He showed his fight. He showed his competitiveness. He's a tremendous leader. And you saw the fight in him, right? Things didn't go well, and you just saw the fight in him, and you saw the fight in the rest of the team. Saw how important, not just to him, but how they played and how hard they played and how bad they wanted to win. And I think that's an encouraging sign for us. And, it doesn't matter really there's nothing more relevant in life and in football than the score at halftime. We just got to keep playing. We just got to keep fighting and don't really worry about the scoreboard. Just try to win the next down.
How is Lleviska doing?
Leviska's growing. He's learning. There's a lot of football that he's trying to catch up with, but he's making some progress this week. Got a lot of reps yesterday, so that was good to see. And we'll go out there today. We got, today's a big day for us. We got a lot going in today, a lot of situations, normal D&D, got the pads on, so they'll be a good day for him to get out there and get going.
You had a pretty tight receiving rotation. Any thoughts to getting Higgins in there? It's somewhere this week.
Yeah, we like all our guys. We need more plays, right? So, Didn't get enough plays, but that doesn't change the fact we have confidence in whether it's Higgins or Moo or whether it's Leviska going. We have confidence in all those guys. They can go out there and they can play and they can help us. So we'd like to get more attempts at the plate. That'd be a good start.
I'm paraphrasing Baker here, but yesterday he said something along the lines that he thought it was BS that his feet weren't calmer in the first half because that resulted in him creating his own pressures despite his offensive line blocking well. From a coaching standpoint, what do you tell him in those situations, or how do you coach through that, or is what he said cool and he's
all we do is we just keep training the quarterback, right? We're just going to keep training him and keep training his feet. There are some things that are happening to him still for the first time, right? So we're just going to keep training. We're going to work hard at it. The special teams periods are probably our most important periods of the day out there when we're individual, and we have a chance to work on those on our footwork and on our reps. And he's come a long way since he's been here in a short amount of time, and he's still going to keep working at it, refining it. And people may not want to hear this, but it's really in this offense, the fundamentals are so important, and it's really your junior year in the offense that you really got it down or have a chance to have it down. Now, he's a quick study and a quick learner, and it'll come a lot quicker to him probably. But we just got to keep working at it and keep fighting through it, and there'll be some moments we got to learn from and just play the next play.
Your takeaway on the fumbled exchanges there that kind of killed some plays, obviously. For
Yeah,
you.
I'm not in favor of it, right? We got to handle the ball better. Look, that's not the way we want it to look. There's no excuse for it. So we got to spend more time working it and make sure that, it's one of those things we can't walk around and say, oh, we got that, right? So everything's important in pro football. And the first game of the year, the ball hit the ground way too many times. And for us to walk around saying the ball is king and to allow that to happen is not good. We got to fix it, and we're taking all the steps to fix it this week.
Seeing that because Pat's taking the blame and Baker's taking the blame, or is it a combination, or what?
Yeah, no, I like I said before, I need to do a better job coming out, getting these guys ready to play early in the game, and settling them down, and that's my job.
What caused those, Ben?
Every play tells its own story. It's not the same reason. It's a different reason for each play. So every play tells its story. It's a life of its own. And they're all different reasons. Some were, post-snap things that we were thinking about, and some were pre-snap things that we were thinking about. It's just something we got to spend some time working on and thinking about.
Sterling Shepard's the only Giant there that you coach. What do you think attributes to his longevity just in this league?
He's a stud, man. I love Sterling. He competes hard. He came in from day one. He was a starter. The day he walked through the door, it was never too big for him. He was raised the right way, played at a great school. Big fan of Sterling's. Yep.
All right, appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you.